Hello, science enthusiasts. My name is Erin Lewis. I'm one of the educators here at the Air Zoo, and I am excited to share a demo with you that will blow the minds of your friends and family, and it actually connects to flight principles and forces and how airplanes fly, which at the Air Zoo is kind of cool. So you might have at home your own little air cannon, and it's got kind of a stretchy rubber band and a plastic covering and a nice hole in the side, and you can pull back and shoot your friends, try to hit them with the power of air. And what's kind of neat about the power of air is it's a lot stronger than most people think. So on airplanes, to make them fly, this curved or rounded shape is really, really important. It's going to actually change the air pressure of the air. So you want the air on the top of that round part to actually weigh less, be less dense, just have less downward air. And the flat part allows you to have more air underneath. And with that change in air pressure, you can actually make airplanes lift right up off the ground. And so if you take a look at airplanes, you'll notice their wings are actually slightly curved. You can't see it very well in this model, but there's a slight curve even on this awesome airplane. But you know, at the Air Zoo, we like to scale it up. We like to go a little bit bigger. So I'm going to plug in my fog machine, and don't worry, if you don't have a fog machine at home, you can actually do this with dry ice, but you do have to be over 18 to purchase dry ice. Meyer does carry it, and you need to have an adult help you handle that dry ice because there's some safety concerns. It's extremely cold. So make sure you research a little bit using dry ice and have an adult with you, okay? So here at the Air Zoo, we're going to go a little bigger. So I bought myself a very large trash can, and I cut a hole in the bottom, and I used a shower curtain. Just an average shower curtain and a bungee cord to cover and make my elastic drum looking piece. And what we're going to do is fill it with fog, and we're going to see if we can make what are called smoke rings, or we can actually call it a vortex. This machine is going to be a vortex generator. And how it works with the round shape, again, when you think of the shape of the wings of an airplane, you've got that curved shape. And what you want to do is make the air move faster on that curved shape, and it's going to make it spin. And what we can do is make giant vortexes or giant smoke rings. So let's see if we're ready to do this. I'm not sure my fog machine is ready yet. So let's go ahead while we're waiting for that, and I'll show you how to make the small version. So all you need is a plastic cup, and you can use basically a quarter and lay it on the bottom and trace that shape of the quarter to make your circle. And then you need to have an adult use an X-Acto knife to trim that out for you. And then you can use just a regular baggie and a nice rubber band to cover up and make that stretchy surface. So this is very, very easy to do at home, and you're gonna make your own mini vortex generator. And a vortex is just a spinning cloud. You could think of it kind of like a tornado, or it might, sometimes you even find them in water. And what causes that is those changes in pressure. You just need less water or air and more water or air, and it will cause that spinning. Oh, I think my fog machine's ready. Let's fill her up and see what happens. All right. Oh, I'm excited to try this out. So if it all works out really well, you're gonna get to see big, giant vortexes. We're gonna fire right at you. We say fire in the hole. Here she comes. And there's a nice little one, and we're gonna go a little bigger. Yeah, pretty cool. So if I go a little slower, you might notice the spinning. So the inside of the circle, the air is traveling faster than the outside of the circle. And it's creating those differences in air pressure, which is really, really easy to see with either dry ice or with a fog machine. So we're gonna do a little faster, and we're gonna do what I like to call the choo-choo train effect. And you can make a whole bunch of those spinning vortexes just by changing air. Air is extremely powerful. So I think we need to go a little out of the world. We're going to go to Buzzy over here, Buzzy our astronaut, and we're going to go all the way to the moon and see if I have enough power to knock something off the moon. Let's see, I hope it works. Oh, first shot! We did it. Pretty cool. Now let's have you guys do this at home. As fun as this is, and you can make these at home. They're very easy, and you can borrow a fog machine. You can buy them at Party City or Target, usually around Halloween. Super, super easy. So I'm going to unplug that, and we're going to slide over here, and we're going to put a little bit of fog while it's still heated up. Let's plug that back in. Let's try our mini guy here. So we're going to use just a little bit of fog, and then I'll talk to you about how to do it with dry ice. There we go. Ooh, that's a lot of fog. That's a lot of fog. Think Halloween. All right, we're gonna come over here so we can see. Ooh, they go a lot faster. See if we can do a bunch in a row. And we'll go a little sideways. That is pretty cool. That's awesome. All right, so to do this with dry ice, what you would do is, again, have an adult with you, and you're gonna go ahead and pour a little bit of water in, probably about an inch worth of water. Warm water would be best, not hot. So make sure your rubber band is on there really well before you pour the water in, just so you don't have water leaking everywhere. And then you're gonna have your adult with special gloves and tongs. Take a small piece, probably about a dime-sized piece of dry ice, drop that in, and you're gonna create some really cool cold gases. That dry ice is gonna sublimate and create CO2 gases, the same gas, by the way, that you exhale when you're breathing. So, little CO2. But with dry ice, it's a little more fun because it's so cold, it makes fog. And then you can do your little fog rings, okay? But let's go back to airplanes for just a minute. Last thing you can do, this is super easy at home, is you can make what's called a ring glider. And again, it's that round shape, that's the secret. You want the air on the inside to travel faster than the air on the outside, and you can actually make this fly. All you need is a pair of scissors, a basic straw, and you're going to want to cut out of cardstock. This is just basic cardstock. It's a 1-inch by 5-inch strip of paper. I cut out 3. So 3 strips that look just like this, 1 inch by 5 inches, and you just tape it together. You use 1 for your small ring, use 2 for your large ring, tape that straw in there, little decoration, and let's see if we can go to the moon. Not bad. All right, good luck with these science experiments, and we'll talk to you soon.